Voting is underway for the second and final phase of the Bengal Assembly election. I am in North Kolkata right now trying to look for some early morning queues. It's been a little difficult. This is a metro city, so people will come in at their own time to vote. But this is the Jorasanko Assembly constituency, and here at least there are some queues early in the morning of people who've come to cast their vote. Now, this is perhaps the decisive phase in the Assembly election. There are 142 seats that are going to the polls. There are 3.21 crore voters, and in the last election, out of these 142 seats, over 120 were won by the Trinamool Congress. Now, that is the kind of dominance that the Trinamool Congress had in this area. Now, I must point out that this election is happening under a very tight security cover. While, of course, the Election Commission has made their arrangements, as they usually do all the time, at the same time, there's also heavy security across the districts in Bengal that are going to the polls. In fact, a record 2,321 companies of central armed police personnel are here. This is the highest ever for one particular phase, and this perhaps reflects the volatility of the elections as they are being conducted in Bengal this time around. Like I said, 142 seats, over 1,400 candidates, and this is across multiple districts in South Bengal. And the elections under tight security, and many voters, of course, coming out early in the morning to cast their vote. Perhaps in the rural areas, the numbers would be more, the numbers would be larger. In Calcutta or Kolkata, I think we'll see a steady turnout through the day. And all of these people here who you see, especially the elderly, they've all come out early in the morning to cast their vote. You can see one of those people in the frame right now. And all of these people exercising their franchise. But like I said, the scope of this election extends from these urban pockets all the way to the Matua heartland, to also areas that are on the Bangladesh border, which would be Barasat and so on. So really a mix of issues playing out in this election. We've seen the Trinamool Congress campaign for welfare. We've seen them talk about how, their entire play has been on welfare. But I also... if I can just also maybe just speak to you very quickly, so I don't want any parties or anything from you, sir.
Right.
But what did you say were the key issues for you when you cast your vote?
Sir, this is the temple of democracy at where I'm standing, and I have come to celebrate democracy, and I have voted for democracy.
That's very nice, sir. And any issue that was in your mind, sir, when you came to cast your vote, something that matters to you the most in this election?
For me, the nation matters most. People who stand for national values matters most. Because ultimately it's nation and democracy that wins.
Thank you. That's a very good sentiment to start the vote. Thank you so much. And what's your name, sir? Sorry.
My name is Dr. Manish Agarwal.
Thank you, Dr. Manish. Thank you so much. So very good sentiment, I guess, from that voter, saying that he values democracy and that's why he's come early in the morning to cast his vote. Like him, there are many other people also who have come to cast their vote early in the morning. Before I spoke to the voter, I was also talking about, the issues. So, like I said, the TMC has banked heavily on welfare and all the schemes that they have in operation, which they say has helped the people of Bengal. The BJP, of course, has pushed heavily for change. They say that it is because the TMC and quote-unquote misrule of that government that Bengal is at a crossroads, so to say. And they say that if change comes, they will bring more development to Bengal. But of course, that is all politics. All of that is in the hand of the voters. And that's why you have so many people coming out early in the morning to cast their vote. Maybe I can also just go a little to this side and show you some more voters who have come early in the morning. Ma'am, can I just briefly speak with you? आपका नाम क्या? What's your name?
मंजू खेमका।
मंजू जी, ये बताइए कि आप सुबह वोट करने आई हैं। मैं आपसे कोई पार्टी का नाम नहीं जानना चाहता हूँ, लेकिन क्या आपका सबसे बड़ा मुद्दा रहा है मैम जब आप आई हैं? पार्टी का कोई नाम मत लीजिएगा।
बस मुद्दा है, वोट देना चाहिए, सरकार में अपना होना चाहिए ना कि हम भी है भारत के कैंडिडेट।
तो आप भी भागीदार हैं?
भागीदार है वोट के।
जी। थैंक यू सो मच। व्हाट्स योर नेम सर? आपका नाम क्या है?
देवान पॉल।
देवान साहब, आई डोंट वांट एनी पार्टीज, किसी का नाम नहीं चाहता हूँ, बट व्हाट वाज द मेन इशू व्हेन यू केम टू कास्ट योर वोट सर, फॉर यू, फॉर समबडी लाइक यू?
फॉर रियल इंडस्ट्री है एक्चुअली, यहाँ पे इंडस्ट्री होना मांगता है और कुछ, और थोड़ा एजुकेशन,
industry and education. You think those are the two big issues for you?
Yeah.
And I mean, do you think that enough work has been done when it comes to industry and education, say in the last 2 decades or something?
No, I not think so.
ऐसा क्यों बोल रहे? Why do you say so?
ये तो टाटा तो चल गया ना। हाँ, और जो आ रहा है वो तो सब चल रहा है, ब्रिटानिया भी चल गया। तो हम पहले तो इंडस्ट्री होना चाहिए ना, इसीलिए।
So what are your thoughts on the job scenario here, sir, or what are your thoughts on how the work culture is in Bengal right now?
देखिए, बंगाल का जो काम का कल्चर है, मगर तो पॉलिटिकल इशू है, इसीलिए ये नहीं हो पा रहा है। हो जाएगा।
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you so
you.
much. So I think voters expressing their opinion also about what their key issues are, but the vote continues here in Bengal and some queues in Kolkata. And one would imagine that the number of queues or the number of people in queues would be greater in the rural parts.